I'm going to show you why you're not showing up in Google, and in less than 5 minutes, show you how you can at least fix one thing to give you a fighting chance. So when people are searching online, financial advisor, whatever name and town that you're in, and you get really frustrated because your money page, your financial advisor page isn't showing up on Google, it's because Google can't find it. It's not Google's fault. It's sad because a lot of people spend a lot of money for SEO agencies to rank their websites, and they're not even doing some of these simple things. Like I've seen all kinds of crazy stuff, especially in this industry. So let's talk about our titles and our tags, because that's important. Because if you don't have these laid out, Google's going to skip you. They have a split second to go through millions of queries and choose somebody to serve to the person who's on the other side searching. So this all makes sense in just a minute. Don't make fun of me. I made this really simple, and I don't know why I chose popcorn, but I wanted to explain to you the format so that you would get a grasp, and then I'll go through a blog that I'm getting ready to post. So the title, this is what shows up in the search engines. You know how like the link you can click on, you can actually control what goes on there. So you have to have a good title, a hook that is going to get somebody who is searching for whatever it is they're searching for to click on it. And then you can also add the meta description in there as well, and that would be a whole nother class. But anyway, so you gotta have a good, strong title. Okay, and then let's talk about your H1, your H2, your H3, and your H4 so that they make sense. Your H1 is going to support your title. So your title is Exploring Popcorn Around the World. Your H1, your header tag, you can only have one header tag. I can't tell you how many websites I inspect and they have like 50 H1 tags because they're like, I wanted to make it look bigger. Well, Google doesn't care what your website looks like. It can't read it. There should only be one H1 tag. So if it sees more than H1 tag, guess what? It is skipping you, does not care. You could be the smartest financial advisor in your area, in your zip code. And guess what? Google's not going to show anyone what's on your page. They're not going to show your website because you have 2, 3, 4, 5 H1 tags, okay? So your H1 tag is going to support your title tag. So our H1 is exploring the different flavors of popcorn around the world. And then you're going to write a paragraph about that, okay? Your H2 tags are going to support your H1 tags. So we have popcorn in Mexico, and we have popcorn in New Zealand, but then we have all this stuff in between. Okay, so we have popcorn in Mexico is explaining or supporting are exploring the different flavors of popcorn around the world. H3, seasoning used. Well, what does that mean? Well, Google knows what that means. The H3 is supporting this. So it knows that you, on this page, it is talking about seasonings used in Mexico. Okay, and then you can write a paragraph about the variety of seasonings. And then you could have an H4. The H4, guess what it's supporting? The H3 tag. And then you can have a paragraph about this. So seasonings used, we have Tabasco sauce, we have habanero peppers. Okay? Then once we're done talking about seasoning, then we can go in and we can talk about holidays. What holidays? Well, Google knows holidays in Mexico. How's popcorn used in holidays? Are there any specific holidays that they use? And then you can write a paragraph about that. And if there's like 5 different holidays that it's used, guess what? You can have H4 tags under here supporting this. So think of it like an outline. So you have your title, and then you have your H1 tag. You can only have one title, one H1 tag. You can have multiple H2, H3, H4, H5, but they all have to be in the correct order. So your H2 is supporting this. Your H3 is always going to support your H2. Your H4 is always going to support your H3. And come down here, we have another H2. Guess what? We can put that there because it's supporting this H1. Does that make sense? I hope so. So let's go over to the blog that I'm working on. I like to do this in Google Drive because I can format it here and then just copy and paste it into the website. And we'll be using WordPress for this one. But you can use any website. Don't let anyone tell you different. People always ask, what's the best tool? The best tool is the one you're going to use. Okay, so all of them have SEO capabilities. Are some better than others? Yes, but guess what? If you're not going to use WordPress and you'll use Wix or you'll use some other weird builder that's out there because it makes sense for you, use it, because that's better than not doing anything at all. That's my opinion on all of it. Okay, so we have, I forget what the title for this is. It's on the blog post or whatever, but we have the H1 tag. You can see here that I dropped down and I made it H1, make it bold again. So why your financial advisors should be on the same team. Then we go and we break down each of the people. The accountant, guess what? That's going to be my H2. This is your financial architect. Then I go through, got all this information here. Then we have the insurance agent, another H2. And if I click in here, you can see this is just normal paragraph text. H2, this is supporting the multiple financial advisors. Then we have another one, the investment manager, your growth strategist, H2, supporting this. And then if you come down here, we have an H3. What is this H3 supporting? The power of a unified strategy. Okay. And then come down here, we have one team, one conversation. That is an H3 because we're discussing this and it is supporting this H2. So that is how you can start to make your blogs make sense to the search engines. If they're not formatted like this, it doesn't matter how good the material is. It could be so full of all kinds of amazing facts and things that people are looking for. But the people who are searching will never find it because you're not what I call feeding the machine. You're not feeding the search engines. You have to know what kind of food they want, the format they want it in. They're very picky. So once I've done this, then I come over here and I basically just copy and paste it and I format it the way that it needs to be formatted so that it looks good. But you can see here, I always double check these, make sure that this is heading, make sure these are paragraph. Again, heading to paragraph. I would go through all of these, come down here, make sure that the H3 got formatted right. And then we can just save and it is ready to go. Not ready to be published yet because I got other things that I will work on. But let me tell you something, because nobody, I swear nobody in your industry, where whatever zip code that you're in is doing this. If you just do this much, you've got a fighting chance for the search engines to pick you up. You know why? Can I tell you a little secret? You only have to be, your site only has to be better than what theirs is. So if you can go through and you can update your pages to be formatted this way, you are going to win. So that is all. I just wanted to show you that quick win, that quick strategy. I hope that's helpful. If you have any questions, reach out in the DMs. I'm always happy to help. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.